Mario Kart World came out less than a day ago, and here are the day one world records. I've been following Mario Kart since the start of the franchise back in the 1990s, and let me tell you, on day one, usually there's nothing really that stands out, but this time it's different. There are mind-blowing shortcuts everywhere you look. The strategies being implemented are already masterful, and the skill ceiling for this game is through the rooftops. This is only day one. Where is Mario Kart World headed from here? I'm uploading this game daily. Be sure to subscribe, and without further ado, enjoy all 30 world records. The moment is finally here. We are reacting to all 30 day one world records, and I am going to start on Airship Fortress, and then I'm going to zigzag up and down because I feel like it's the easiest way to do it. I mean, this is the time trial interface. Like, it's not in cut format. So I'm going to get all confused if I start in the middle. All right, let's look at the rankings. Really interesting always to see what they do. They do not have the flags anymore, but they do show the character, the vehicle, sticker, name, and of course the time. They should add the flags. Like, come on Nintendo, put the flags back. Everything else looks great. It shows the top 10 times. It looks like Toadette and Goomba, as well as Nabbit, are dominating right now. All right, let's watch Technicals record. Very first one, then we got 29 to go. I'm still pretty sleep deprived, so this is like the perfect video to record because I can just watch and I don't have to play. Also, what in the world? What is this game? This is day one? This is what the world record looks like on day one? The first record I'm watching? What do the other 29 look like? What in the world? I remember watching Mario Kart Wii world records for the first time, day one, and there was a couple cool ones like Mushroom Gorge and Bowser Castle 3 and stuff, some cool shortcuts, but overall, like, wasn't anything that special. Watching Mario Kart 8 Deluxe World Records Day 1, there was none of the magic that we see in today's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe World Records. They're very simplistic. We're already seeing the magic, ladies and gentlemen. This is nutty. Okay, so it seems like I'm gonna try to like give as many observations as possible so we can all learn together. I'm still a complete noob at this game. Like, I'm still learning the ways to traverse the land here. I don't even know what the fastest driving techniques are, but I'm noticing that like he's only spending a very small amount of time on the rail. Before the trick boost runs out, he like goes airborne again, so he's getting multiple tricks that way, and then he's using the wall to his advantage, and he's not running directly into it, but he's like bumping up against it like you can do in 8 Deluxe, and he's able to just like keep his speed and keep a tight line while hitting the wall. In Mario Kart Wii, you cannot do that. It reminds me of Double Dash in 8 Deluxe, mostly. He does it here too. No, he's a little wider that time. Okay, doesn't use the side rails. And then here, he's going back and forth, lap 2. Really cool. And then he does a trick at the end before the spiral section. Maybe doing a trick at the end gives you a small speed boost, like upon landing. It's very interesting because he wasn't like tricking the whole time. Very, very strange. I was not expecting that for the first world record. I am honestly very impressed. I mean, if the other world records are this cool, then we got an exciting video on our hands. Okay, so we're zigzagging. So next we're gonna do Shy Guy Bazaar, and we're always gonna be clicking view rankings, and this is by Loris. And look at this blooper vehicle is dominating. It's taking over. I think it might be the best vehicle in the game. Wasn't the first world record Toadette just a second ago? The first 2 world records are Toadette. Is Toadette the meta in Mario Kart World? Very interesting. Yo! What? What? Dude, what is happening? Where are we? You could go over here? Oh my gosh. That's insane. Okay, I thought that whole area, I've explored this track on free roam, and I was having the best time. It's one of my favorite free roam levels. I did not know you can go over there. Yo, oh, this is sick. Oh, this game is so awesome. The skill ceiling for this game is so high already. Maybe not in Knockout Tour, but in, time trials, 100%. And same with the VS mode. I guarantee it'll be phenomenal. This is crazy. I'm utterly floored. I did not watch these world records. Like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I've only watched Desert Hills and Dino Jungle, so I know what to expect on those, but I don't know what to expect on any of the others, so this has been such a pleasant surprise. Like, I think we're gonna probably do this again after 1 week, and then do it again after 1 month, and then do it again after 1 year. I think that would be cool to document that. So we have the 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and then 2 years, 3 years, and then kind of do like a yearly recap. I think that would be probably the way to go. So in the next month, you probably get like 2 more of these videos, because I mean the strats are gonna improve so much. Now if the world records don't go down very much and the strats feel relatively similar, then I might not make a video after a week. I might wait a month. We'll see though, because it's only been like 24 hours, and like it already looks like this. I don't know, this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. So yeah, it's like they get a little bit of boost and then they just keep chaining it together. And I wonder if they're holding a direction on their analog stick while they're tricking. Like, are they holding up maybe to fall faster? All right, nice shortcut and bam. Oh, and then once the time finishes, it makes you like reload and you can't click A until here. So I'm gonna try to click A to stop the run right on the finish line. Next up, we have Desert Hills by Grace, 136.522, and it looks like Bowser and this Chargin' Chuck vehicle is taking over. And then look at that, we actually have a different vehicle at the very bottom here. After you download the ghost data, you should just be able to watch the ghost data. Like, why are the only options yes or no for race? Like, I always gotta click no, and then I gotta go back, and then I gotta go view ghost, and then I gotta click. I don't get it, Nintendo. Like, this is an interface faux pas if I've ever seen one. This is it, Desert Hills. I have fond memories on this track. I was the first person to do the lake cut 3 times. I got world record, and now there's no lake cut. Now the lake is at the beginning around the finish line, and you can actually drive in the lake, and there's a ramp in the lake. It's a totally different track. There's a little shortcut here. Like, the track is so different. And this portion of the level was really difficult in Mario Kart Wii and in Mario Kart DS even. And then they smoothed it out a lot. It's not the same. This track functions totally differently. I mean, it's practically a whole new track. Just kind of like Airship Fortress. It's nothing similar. There's no pyramid on the left. Instead, there's a ramp with a coin, and then we don't have like the pokies. We got this these Easter Island dudes charging at us. It's a little bit scary. And the trick patterns on the hills are very important. If you land right before like the apex of one of these hills, then you lose a lot of your speed from your trick. I've had it happen quite a few times playing this track. You want to, you know, make sure you hit the tops or hit the valleys. Like, you hit like right before the peak, and I've seen the speed loss be pretty significant. I'm hoping that this combo is not like the meta combo for everything, because it's really clunky. I like the lightweight combos a lot more. Like, for me, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a lot more interesting with the time trials when the Bitty Buggy and Mr. Scooty were like taking over. Like, I didn't care as much watching like the Mario Kart 8 time trials with Morton being the best. So I don't know. I don't like watching the heavyweight runs as much as I like watching the lightweight runs. Next, we are going to Whistle Stop Summit and VF Tyler 158.0, and look at this. He is going to be using the Mach Bike. How cool is that? I have no idea what to expect, but I am excited. This vehicle drifts extremely tight. Okay, let's see if we can learn a thing or two. This is one of my favorite courses so far. Whoa. Crazy strats already. This game is really delivering. I think this game is gonna sell 40 million copies. I'm serious, because I mean, just look at this. Like, there's gonna be so many people that find out about this game. What the heck? People are gonna find out about this game from videos like this, and they're gonna be completely enamored. They're gonna be like, what is this? This is not the Mario Kart I grew up with. Like, this is Mario Kart Pro Skater. They could have named it Mario Kart Pro Skater, honestly. Absolutely nutty. It's been a really cool world record so far. Okay, same strat. I mean, my favorite part was coming up. This part kind of reminds me of Shy Guy Bazaar. Like, you're going, you know, parallel, just keep on switching rails, keep on chaining tricks. And this is really cool. Like, the charge trick, anytime the charge trick is utilized, I'm a big fan, because we don't see it that much. And when we do, it's a very specific strategy, like a shortcut or some sort of rail tech chainable stacking mechanism. Uh-oh, I got low battery. Gotta plug in my controller. I am using the regular Switch Pro controller, so I don't know if there's any difference really. I'll probably end up getting the Switch 2 Pro controller if I hear good things. But the Switch 1 Pro controller is so good, you know? Oh, interesting, he's just staying in the... I think that he probably stayed down the center because it's something to do with coins, or it's because he wanted to play it safe because he's on a really good run. It's one or the other. Because, I mean, you can fall off when you're doing all this rail tech stuff. This track looks extremely fun. I think this would be the one I would pick to time trial out of like the handful we've watched, the 4 we've watched. This one impressed me the most, I would say. Okay, so there's no correlation here. We don't know if like the heavyweights are the best or the lightweights. I think more lightweights are better than heavyweights so far. If the Rob bike ends up being the best vehicle in the game, then that would be a huge W. I think the vehicle looks good. I like how small it is. I like the hitbox size and framing of it. And like, let's be honest, like Rob should be a playable character. Oh, here we go, another charge trick. We're really keeping our eye on the charge tricks. Oh, he's staying on the rail for a long time here. Okay, very interesting. I'm guessing an orange mini turbo, and then yeah, orange into, what? How did he trick off that? We gotta see that on lap 2. I don't even know what's going on. I've been shook like 3 or 4 times and the recording just started. We're gonna be screaming the whole entire video. I'm not gonna get any sleep today. There's just too much to learn. My brain is in overload, overdrive mode. I cannot believe my eyes. All right, let's see this again. So they get a mini turbo, and they get like boost, and that's really fast. And because the vehicle is slower there, you're able to get the charge trick in time. I feel like if you're using a faster vehicle, you don't even have enough time to get the charge trick to get on the other railing. Look at this, look at this, look at this. What? This is some Mario Kart Wii custom track shenanigans if I've ever seen it. I cannot believe this. What is this game? What is going on? Wow. And this is a cool strat too. I love how they hid the railing with the tires. Like, that was really clever. Something that's fascinating to me so far, and I love to see this, is that they're not going and getting all the points. They're just taking the fastest routes. They are not going out of their way, taking super wide lines like in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe time trials, and like just defeating the purpose of time trials to obviously get more coins to go faster. Like, look at, he's just like, I'm gonna go fast and screw it. Like, I don't care about getting to 20 coins. 8 coins is enough. That makes me so happy, because I always felt like coins really ruin time trials. So seeing the fact that you don't have to go collect coins every 3 seconds is a godsend. All right, N64 Wario Stadium 210, 223, and as you can see, this Super Blooper vehicle is completely dominating here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It reminds me of the Super Blooper in Mario Kart Wii, which was more of a meme vehicle. This looks more normalized, but it's very compact. And when you look at the stats, it's just like kind of even all around, almost like standard kart stats is what it reminds me of. But anyway, I'm happy to see this track back. You know, we haven't seen this track. Oh, cool! We haven't seen this track in forever. I mean, it's a Mario Kart Wii custom track, but you know, it was the 1990s when Mario Kart 64 released. Really puts it into perspective. It was the last track that Nintendo never brought back from Mario Kart 64. So now every single retro has appeared. Oh, wow. I did not know about that. Every retro has appeared in Mario Kart 64 in one game or another at some point in the series. Really cool first lap here, and wow, the track is so much shorter. I keep forgetting, like they cut out a lot of the layout. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't just keep the layout the same and make it 2 laps. Like, I feel like they could have done that too, but it's still a pretty cool track. It doesn't really feel like Wario Stadium. It feels like Wario Stadium in certain moments, and then like in this middle part, not so much. All right, so they're not using the rail. So I mean, this is interesting. Lap 1, the rail was better to get those coins. There was a lot of coins on the rails that ended up being worth it. But then rail's not worth it anymore. And then yeah, I don't think we're seeing anything too surprising for the rest, but I could be wrong. And it is interesting though, we're seeing Yoshi. I'd imagine Yoshi is like a middleweight, and it's really just been lightweights and then heavyweights. We haven't seen Yoshi yet. And Yoshi just completely dominates Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which seems like no one is upset by that. And it's nice because there's so many different colors of Yoshi, and then same with Shy Guy in 8 Deluxe. But then for Mario Kart World, we have all these different costumes for most of the characters. It'll keep things from getting repetitive, because at least we have different costumes. Makes things better for sure. All right, this has been one of the most simplistic world records, although lap 1 was really cool. Everything else we're seeing, pretty standard overall. Yeah, not bad. All right, and then that is the end. Bam. Okay, we are jumping straight to Bowser's Castle. Let's see the world record here. Sean, 224.428. I'm seeing some names of players I remember from back in the day. Like this might be Sean, the UK player who set multiple Mario Kart Wii World records. Soldier, another Mario Kart Wii player famous for using the Wii wheel, had Mushroom Gorge World record. G Danzy here, Delfino Square World record holder in Mario Kart DS for a long time, even got it in Mario Kart Wii. These are some of like the most legendary Mario Kart players in history. I see 3 of them right here in the top 10 on Bowser's Castle, and Sean always gets the world record on Bowser's Castle in like every Mario Kart game. So fitting. I know it's the same Sean. Waluigi! We're seeing so many different characters. Okay, and once again, it's the same vehicle. It's the... I should really learn the name of this vehicle. Excuse me? You can do that? Okay, I'm so glad I'm watching these world records. I'm so glad I'm doing this. This is extremely important. If you're watching this video, you're probably gonna learn more from this video than almost any video, because we're literally watching all the best players in the world currently play the game, all in one foul swoop. I mean, it's amazing. Granted, we're not gonna pick up on everything, but still, oh, okay, you can drive through the lava. I think if you're in there long enough, you sink, but I guess you can mushroom through it. That's really cool if that's the case. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I've only played this track once so far, so I don't have like the layout fully memorized and know everything clearly. All right, he's just doing single tricks. He's not doing like 2 or 3 tricks off the ramps. That's good to see. Oh, here we go, charge trick. Yeah, charge tricking seems to be for doing shortcuts. That is the point of it. And then this is kind of like a cannon, you know, very similar to a cannon, like the coolest looking cannon of all time, I would say. And these remind me of like the lava plume fire geysers at the end of Mario Kart Wii. Really cool. Once again, mushroom spot, and the turbo jets are just in full effect. I don't know if it has to do with the lightning. I think it might have to do with the lightning, but it feels like 200cc right now. No, I'm serious. It literally feels like 200cc. You can look at the rocket nitro fuel just coming out of his vehicle, and then it stops. And now you see it during those small boosts he's getting, but he had it going 24/7 there for the back half of that lap. That was truly something else. Also, this strat is so cool. Never gonna get tired of that. I need to learn that. It looks like it saves a lot, and it's shroomless. Shroomless shortcuts are more important than shroom shortcuts generally. You learn them, you can do them every single lap. It's such a huge advantage. It's one of the easiest ways to get the edge over your opponents. Look at, right here. Let's look at his boost on the back of his vehicle. It's going, it is still going. It's been going for 5-10 seconds now. It's gotta be something with the lightning. I think the lightning is causing this. That's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe that's why we don't have 200cc in this game, because we have this instead. Really cool world record. None of these are disappointing. Next up, we have Drybones Burnout, Xander 213754, same vehicle. We're seeing Wario this time. And once again, I recognize literally like half of these names. Unless it's a Japanese player, I recognize the names of all these players. Xander is one of the best Mario Kart Wii players ever. So it's really cool to see all these old school players, some people who don't even play Mario Kart Wii anymore, or their respective Mario Kart game that they played the most, like G Danzy, Mario Kart DS player. It's really cool to see these old school names return, because like me, a lot of these players are much older now, you know, so it's awesome to see people who you think are done with the Mario Kart franchise, but they're coming back for the new game. Cool strat. I've only played this track once. I do not have the layout down, but hopefully after these 3 laps, I'll have a little bit more of an idea of what's going on here. Okay, staying on that route, we're gonna do a little bit of wall riding potentially right here. Surprisingly, no, it seemed like a perfect opportunity to wall ride and do like a stackable trick boost thingy. This is awesome. Wow. I don't even know. Yeah, I did play this track once. I don't even remember this section. This is wild. And then strat here, yeah, just a mushroom. Okay, cool. All right, this one is actually easier to memorize than most of the other ones. And interestingly enough, he did not do the wall strat on lap 2. He just went the normal route. I wonder what the reasoning was. Maybe it's his angle or whatever. I feel like here you'd want to like trick. I don't know. Go off the wall. I could see this track getting some more crazy strats over the course of time. Also, one thing to note is it doesn't seem like soft drifting is a thing anymore. Now, I'm not 100% on that, but I've heard that soft drifting just didn't seem like it was really as useful. I don't even know if delayed drifting, and these are like soft drifting and delayed drifting, they're in Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I believe Mario Kart 7, so yeah, I mean, it's surprising if they like take out those mechanics or heavily nerf them, since they've just been staples for such a long time. Okay, pretty consistent here. Yeah, everything's looking the same. A little trick there, and release mini turbo, and a trick to finish things off. Toad's Factory, Terra 155111. Okay, and I'm guessing this is probably Logan, who has the world record on Toad's Factory and who has the most world records currently in Mario Kart Wii. That's really interesting. I would not be surprised if he takes this over. And then once again, this vehicle is dominating. Yo, we got JPG in the top 10. Let's go. B Dasher, he's the one lone B Dasher in a world of bloopers, whatever this vehicle is. I should really look at the name of this vehicle. I forgot. I watched Desert Hills, Dino Down Jungle yesterday, and I also watched Toad's Factory. And the world record yesterday, June 4th, like 11 p.m. PST, it was like 158, and now it's 155. What are the new strats? Let's find out. Also, Pianta being used in a world record. Love to see it. One of the most hype reveals. Nothing beats the cow, but Pianta, pretty cool, not gonna lie. All right, rail riding? No, this is very standard so far. But, you know, they're collecting coins. I guess going up top is not worth it. It's a little too wide. And oh, look at that. They're just ignoring the conveyor belt and cheesing it by getting on the inside lane where there is no conveyor belt. And this is just gonna be an off-road shortcut. And then getting the boost panel. All right, this is one of the most boring world records by far. Like, I think this might be the most boring one. This is like Desert Hills level of boring compared to the other ones where I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm, you know, completely just shook. Like, I cannot believe my eyes on some of these world records. I'm learning like 8 different things in 20 seconds. This one, I don't think I learned a single thing here except right here you can go inside. But I've already seen people do that. So, and he doesn't do it on lap 2. I guess it's not worth doing on lap 2. Maybe, you know, it's tough to get the right angle. You have to hit some of the backwards conveyor belt before you get tight enough or something. I don't know. They do a little low trick here, but there's so many cool extra added routes on Toad's Factory, and not a single one is being used. It's a very boring world record, and I'm curious. Like, in the future, are we gonna see some of these other railings used? The top route here, the steel beams that are being held up at the end right before the mud shortcut, where you could do the mud shortcut shroomless. Are we gonna see that? That was really nice at the end there. That was really nice. He was able to stay away from the red conveyor belt. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I'm used to Mario Kart Wii's Toad's Factory. That was really surprising. I thought we'd see some crazy strats. I don't know how the time went down 3 seconds since yesterday. I don't get it. Now we have Choco Mountain by Jack using Bowser 210607. I do not recognize this vehicle. And if you guys look at the top 5, they're all completely different vehicles. Like, I don't even have this one unlocked. And then this vehicle we saw in Desert Hills, it was dominating. But yeah, this is very surprising. There seems to be like a direct correlation with the lighter the character, the more interesting the world record. Not exact correlation, but it feels that way for me. Like, when I see it's a bigger character, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be very simple lines. And if it's a small character, we're just gonna be like zigzagging all over the place. Interesting, they used the off-road there, kept their main turbo boost, cut it inside. Okay. It seems like this strategy is still a thing, just like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where you want to charge main turbo and then release it into a trick boost off a ramp. It seems like that's a really good strategy. I think we'll be seeing that pretty much in all the world records. Look at that. Okay, he only tricked once on the first ramp, but then he's doing multiple tricks on the second and third ramp. I don't know the rhyme or reason behind that. I'm not even convinced that doing multiple tricks is faster. Maybe it saves 0.001 or something, like, 'cause I do not see a difference. Very curious, but it might have certain applications where it ends up being worth it, and other times where it just doesn't do anything. You go neutral, it just for fun, for looks, for style points. I don't know. We'll learn. We'll just, you know, we'll keep learning. I'm sure, you know, the comment section, there's gonna be people who have a lot more knowledge than I do about this game at the current time and are able to shed some light on some of the questions I have. And if you do, you know, help me out with the tech, what you guys know, like, that would be extremely helpful. I'll be reading all the comments, and I would love to learn everything possible about this game. Also, that was quite the mushroom spot. That definitely seemed better than the lap 1 mushroom spot, but, you know, the angle is more favorable there. Just starting the lap, immediately curving in, as opposed to having to just go straight. You can't really, like, adjust your angle at the start. In Mario Kart Wii, you can wheelie and adjust your angle a ton before you even did the countdown, the 3, 2, 1. In this game, you're just kind of locked into going straight, so you can't really get that angle to do that big U-turn cut on lap 1. Very interesting. Pretty cool Choco Mountain world record. Nothing too surprising, but there's some big shortcuts. And yeah, it's the charge and chucks and all that jazz. Cool. And now we have Crown City, Mirai, Wario, and this vehicle again. At least it doesn't have every world record, right? I don't really have the layout of this track memorized, so this will be important. City track kind of reminds me of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe already. And wow, he's not even using the railings. Okay, he's going for coins. This is so weird, seeing turning without seeing any drifting. You don't see that very often. This is very strange. He's just turning. I mean, he's taking tight lines. He's not even using the railing here. He's not using the walls. Come on. What? Is this really the fastest way? It almost feels like I'm watching the Staff Ghost here because it's so simple. Okay, he's finally gonna trick off something. Yeah, why wasn't he doing that earlier? Maybe on uphill it's not worth it. Because there's a big uphill railing and he just ignored it. So maybe it's if it's like too steep, it's not worth it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm very confused. I'm the most confused on this world record of all of them. It's a very simplistic world record. It kind of reminds me of like the Moonview Highway world record in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. All right, we're seeing a little more tricking action here. Cool, very cool. Let's see what we got in store for us here. This part's really awesome. It's probably my favorite part of the level. And then any strat here. Just gonna go inside the cones, cut it very tight. Cool. And we're back here now. And what are we doing next? Taking a different route. Just doing endless tricks. And now we're going to the left instead of going straight. Okay, oh, you can trick off that. Cool. Cut that really tight. This looks like a good mushroom spot. Yep, absolutely. And then, oh wow, this is busted. That S-bend, you can cut the whole entire thing. That's gonna be really good for catching up because it's at the very end of the level too. Yo, how did he do that? He was wall riding and then managed to get his wheels onto the rail. That's crazy. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Wow, I'm very impressed with that strategy at the end there. Next up, we have DK Spaceport, BRETHS. Really cool looking vehicle. We got Wario 134. DK Spaceport. I played this one only as a section, just one lap, so I don't even remember the beginning here. I remember like from here onwards. I don't even know if I played that beginning part. Really cool. Now look at he's running away. Oh, he's climbing up. That's so cool. I used to play Donkey Kong at the dentist's office when I was a little kid, and I look at the mini-map and it just brings back the nostalgia. It was a hard game too, like no joke. I don't even know when that game came out. Probably like the 80s or something. Craziness. Oh, a low trick off the barrel. That's really cool. This would be a mushroom spot, certainly. Yep. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. We're gonna get something a little more interesting on this section because there's a lot of rails. I'm just gonna keep spamming them. Very cool. Spam, spam, spam. And then I'm gonna save the mushroom this time. I was almost positive that would be the spot to use the mushroom. It's kind of like, you know, you're doing a straight line and then a U-turn, a straight line and a U-turn, but every single time you get to the next straight line, there's a little bit more going on, a lot more stuff to trick off of. I'm surprised they didn't use the top section at all. I didn't really use the walls as much as I was expecting. And then it's interesting because in other Mario Kart games, players always like, they don't just turn, they like drift to turn. So this game's very different in that regard. Now we got Koopa Troopa Beach 130 366, and this is the same Bowser combo we saw on Desert Hills. I'm guessing that this combo is just good in slidey terrain or something like that. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's see what we got on this one. I don't expect to see anything too groundbreaking here. Yeah, we're just gonna use the mushroom and keep on driving. No crazy tricks, no crazy wall rides. You can use a feather to cut over where the boxes are on the left, and you can do a decent sized shortcut there. But the next corner is a right corner, so you can't cut it as much as you should be able to. And instead, it's just best to use the mushroom there. I wonder if like charge tricking off the sign and tricking off the wall there would be worth it. Probably not. I mean, it's SNES Koopa Beach 2. Rebranded as Koopa Troopa Beach. They're not fooling me. They might be fooling some people. They're not fooling me, that's for sure. But we got 5 laps, which is cool. You know, I like seeing different numbers for laps. Like, I prefer more laps than less laps generally. And yeah, I mean, there's really not too much to say here. But I noticed that they're wiggling their analog stick a lot. So going left and right and left and right. And in Mario Kart Wii and, you know, 8 Deluxe, you soft drift. You don't do that. Like, that's more of a Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Double Dash thing. So I'm seeing a lot more. You can see, like, Bowser, like, how much the shell is turning. That's not how you drive in 8 Deluxe or Mario Kart Wii. So, I mean, that's the most interesting thing to me about this run particularly. Okay, Rainbow Road is supposed to be next, but I mean, we gotta save Rainbow Road till the end. Here we go. Peach Stadium. Let's see here. 220,977. This vehicle almost took down the meta vehicle. This is the meta vehicle, like straight up. This vehicle looks so small when Bowser is inside. All right, so interestingly enough, it appears that the rectangle track is not in time trials. Because I mean, there's 2 Peach Stadium tracks. One of them's a rectangle and the other one is this beautiful layout, which is much better. So I guess that for Crown City, it'll be the same story. There's just 1 Crown City record. Oh, can you land on the rail here? No. Probably need a feather for that. Okay, hit the wall a little bit. I don't know if that was optimal. Interesting. Hit the pipe too. Do you guys see that? Hit the pipe a little bit. I wasn't sure if we are gonna see a trick there. After Mario Bros. Circuit, the trick was so surprising. In fact, you know, oddly enough, some of the first world records we watched were some of the craziest ones. Because we're watching them in such a weird order that, like, I was completely floored at the beginning. And now, you know, we're seeing some more predictable world records here. Like I said, if we see a heavier combo, then we're gonna see a more predictable world record. And if we see like a baby character, we know they're gonna be jumping off the walls and stuff. That's what the game is all about at this rate. Triple trick. I need someone to do a breakdown. Like, what's the speed advantage for tricking multiple times? Okay, hit the pipe again. It doesn't seem like it matters that much because he hit it both laps, and this is the fastest time in the world. So I don't think it does anything. It's like 1 tiny little spike on Bowser's shell is hitting the the pipe there, and then let's see. It's another charge trick moment at the end of the lap there. I mean, that's pretty cool. You don't see charge tricks on every single world record. They just kind of show up every once in a while, and it's always for a shortcut. So I'm a huge fan of the charge tricking mechanism. I hope it doesn't get totally like phased out. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being too slow and barely used. But I mean, I hope we see it used more and more because it's one of the coolest mechanics Nintendo has added. It doesn't feel like a stupid gimmicky mechanic, you know? It actually is fun and interesting and thought-provoking and allows for just a lot more creativity for the driver. There's so much creativity in this game in general. All right, here we go. Next world record. Moo Moo Meadows. We got Drac 204-520, and once again we got this combo. This is the combo right here. If you want to go off-roading, you want to do some terrain adventures, like you got to pick this charge and chuck vehicle. Really interested to see like where they use the mushroom, because there's some added shortcuts now to Moon Meadows. Are we gonna see anything interesting at all? Look at, they're just ignoring the coins. The coins are irrelevant. This is the best game ever. Best game ever. I don't care if coins are in the game as long as they're not broken. And Mario Kart. Oh, charge trick. Not. Oh, they tricked off something I didn't even know you could trick off. I didn't know it existed. Really cool Moon Meadows world record so far. But yeah, in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the coins were busted. You had to just go collect coins the whole entire race, the whole entire game. It was more coin collecting. It was more Super Mario Bros. 2 than anything else. You know, New Super Mario Bros. 2 is the coin collecting game, just like 8 Deluxe. And then for Mario Kart World here, it's like coins, they're a suggestion. That's it. They're there, but you don't need them. He has 2 coins. This is a world record. If this was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you have 10 coins in the first 8 seconds because that's how you play the game. I cannot believe this. Okay, let's watch this again. Massive air. How are they doing that? I feel like my charge tricks, I don't get that much air. Maybe it's something to do with this combo, this speed. They only have 3 coins. What if like coins have nothing to do with speed now? That would be great. But I don't think that's the case because we saw the Wario Stadium world record where they purposely went for coins on lap 1. I think coins have just been nerfed heavily. Double trick. Very cool. The giant cow statue with the Grand Prix flags to the left and right. So cool. In the middle of the track, just past on the left there. Really nice touch. Okay, hold, and I guess there's just a slight bit of elevation dip right there, and anytime you have any air in this game, you can just spam trick and it works. I mean, I'm here for it. Just the way like the tumbling works with the physics engine it's got its own like realistic feeling to it in its own Mario Kart way. You know, so much can happen with the physics engine in this game. It's not just like an animation. Oh! Mistake! They hit off-road at the end. It was almost perfect. That's the biggest mistake I think we've seen in world record today. I'm very excited for this one. Now we have Mario Circuit Genzua. And this is probably the player who made the Genzua gliding technique famous. I'd imagine this is the same person. We got Toadette on the meta vehicle. Almost every single one of these world records, it's either a Japanese player or it's a pro Mario Kart Wii player or a pro Mario Kart 8 Deluxe player. I did not expect to recognize so many names today. This has been really cool. All right, super excited for this one. We're on Mario Circuit 1 right now. We're going to Mario Circuit 2 in just a moment. Okay, it looks like delayed drifting. Yeah, I mean, it still looks like delayed drifting is a thing, but they're clearly they're rocking back and forth on the analog stick, left and right. Oh! 2 mushrooms there, interesting. And I used the charge trick to get into the off-road earlier. I was hypothesizing that before the game came out, that would be a good technique. Nice, the Shroomless shortcut is still in the level from, you know, the custom tracks from Mario Kart 7 with the B-Dasher, Metal Mario, and the red monster tires. They always do that shortcut there, so really cool to see that shortcut back, the pipe shortcut. And then we're on Mario Circuit 3 now. We're gonna see anything here. Probably the same shroom spot as Mario Kart Wii, I'd imagine. Are they gonna use the off-road here and cut in? Oh, they cut that so well. Okay, this shortcut's been nerfed. That didn't even cut that much. It'd be better to use your mushroom here almost. Very interesting. Acorn Heights. Unknown. 201-606 Bitty Buggy Takeover. Alright. I've only played this track once. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. They didn't even hit the plane activator part of the ramp, which doesn't even matter. You can just go off the vine and deploy your plane glider. What are we calling it? A plane, a glider, a plane glider? I don't know. Wait, there's a shortcut there? Excuse me? Alright, I went to click rewind, but I was like, wait a second. There's 2 more laps. Also, I did not know about this strat. This is cool. Very cool. I just never know what I'm gonna get in these world records. Like, some of them look like day 1 8 Deluxe world records, and other ones look like this, and they're fascinating. It's kind of like a mixed bag. It's like 50-50. Half of them are crazy, half of them are really simple. trick, and then this shortcut I did not know about. Really cool. It's a huge shortcut too. And then I wonder if you do multiple tricks, if it helps you control. It probably helps you control your direction in the air more than anything. I don't know if it speeds you up, but I guarantee doing the trick will help you change your trajectory. So that'll be very useful when you're doing rail riding. Okay, tricking a bunch, popping off, trick. And then we're gonna see some more trick, and a mushroom coming up in 3, 2, 1. Through the crates. Orange Mean Turbo, trick. I wonder how many tricks per run. It's like 80 or something like that, seriously. Unfathomable number, more than any game anywhere. It's insane. And now we have Boo Cinema by Ethan209221. I wonder how many world records this vehicle has. It's got to be like half of them. It might even be more than half. It's complete domination at this point. It's very surprising. But then again, you know, like everyone is kind of just copying everyone. They're like, oh, this vehicle is good. People are using this vehicle. Okay, then all of a sudden it just spreads like wildfire. People might discover, oh wait, there's this other vehicle that's slightly better because there's this new tech that came out and it's easier to do the tech with this other vehicle, and then all of a sudden it changes everything, and then we don't see this vehicle used that much. Like, you never know. We'll see. But I do have a feeling this vehicle is screaming meta at the top of its lungs right now. Will it be the meta online though? Because that's not always the case. Sometimes the meta on time trials online is completely different. Alright, no crazy rail riding inside the cinema section. In fact, it's a very simple world record for Boo Cinema. I was expecting some crazy wall riding. Alright, that's trickable. Once again, rocking back and forth on the analog to squeeze out the Mean Turbo. Not really even cutting it that tight. I think you can go tighter than that, right? There's no reason not to. Yeah, look at right here, they're going way tighter. Why do they go so wide on the other corner? I don't get it. Maybe just playing it safe. You know, it's day 1 world records after all. For reference, I am recording this at 2 p.m. It's 2 p.m. on June 5th PST. So by the time you guys see these world records, at least half of them, I would say, will not be the world records anymore. But I want to document this because I don't know if anyone else is going to be uploading every single day 1 world record in one video. Like, most people are playing the game, but I'm sacrificing like a large part of my day to document this and to, most importantly, learn. Like, I want to learn all the strats. I've learned a million things in this video, and it would have taken me multiple days to learn all this if I didn't watch the world records. Maybe even weeks, honestly. I wouldn't have even learned all these shortcuts, all these rail strats. This is a lot. The nice thing though is there's only 30 tracks in the game, so it's way easier to watch all the world records for this game. For Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's like, it took like 4 or 5 hours. Like, I'm not even kidding. Dandelion Depths. I've played this track 1 lap. I don't even know the layout. We got Gecko 225146. This might be the YouTuber Gecko Mario Kart 8 Deluxe player, potentially. This vehicle is top tier. You can't really see it too well because of the ghost. Like, Nintendo, you don't need to do this when when we're watching a replay. You could make it fully solid. You don't need to make it into a ghost. Like, I understand it being a ghost if you're racing against the ghost, but I mean, we don't need to make it a ghost. It'd be better if it wasn't a ghost, you know? Like, come on, Nintendo, this is obvious. Anyway, this vehicle looks awesome. I wish this vehicle was the meta. One of the best looking vehicles. And, you know, Waluigi, he already had his time to shine. Like, he dominated Mario Kart 8 Deluxe pre-booster course pass. I kind of like to see different characters be the meta. Like, you know, Yoshi had his time in the sunshine. Same with Metal Mario with Mario Kart 7. Waluigi, of course, Mario Kart 8. Morton with Mario Kart 8 as well. And then like Funky Kong, Daisy, Mario Kart Wii, Dry Bones, Mario Kart DS, so on and so forth. I like to see, I hope the cow is the meta for Mario Kart World. That would be best case scenario, I would say. It's probably going to be multiple characters, I'd imagine. I mean, that's how 8 Deluxe was. I imagine they have some of the characters probably have the same stats. This is weird. They didn't even drift that whole corner. You guys see that? They just turned? Excuse me? I'd never see that in world records in any Mario Kart game. It's very counterintuitive for like how my brain operates. Like, I have to do a full shift in how my mind works with Mario Kart games, playing this game and reacting to this game and my muscle memory, it's all gonna be backwards. When I go back and play Mario Kart Wii, I'm not gonna know what I'm doing anymore after just a couple weeks playing this game. All right, all pretty standard here, lots of tricking. And we've got one more lap. This is one of the tracks I'm least familiar with, so I don't really have any ideas for this one. Look, he's doing it again. Look at this. He's not even going that tight. They didn't even get a trick right there. This is a head scratcher. Legit head scratcher. Also, I changed controllers because my other controller was running out of batteries. I'm sure you guys saw that. So we're switching it up. That's the best section of the level, I would say. Like, this part looks really fun. I mean, I like this way more, I'm not gonna lie. Going underwater, not for me. It just wasn't for me. I was having less fun underwater than I was above water. So Nintendo said we're gonna keep you above water the whole time. And I was very happy about that. And that is it for Dandelion Depths. Cheap Falls. Should be a very interesting one. Oh, cool vehicle. We got Raz 207 790. Something really interesting about this Cheap Falls world record is it beats the Staff Ghost by 18 seconds. The average run is beating the Staff Ghost around 9 seconds. I've been checking out Staff Ghost time in relation to world record for each and every single one of these runs. And I'm very curious. It could just be the combo being really favorable in the water or something. Maybe Staff Ghost not taking advantage of that, or there's some crazy shortcuts that we're about to find out about. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got in store for us on Cheap Falls. Another track I barely know the layout of. That's kind of how it is for this whole second half of the video. All right, first mushroom, big shortcut. Cutting it very tight. I was getting totally stuck in that section. It kind of reminded me of the Koopa Cave water current when I played this track the first time. I was like not in the current properly, and I was just trying to fight the current. I wasn't going with the current, and I was going very slow. It was not a good time. It seems like you can just cut all those corners very tight and flow with the current, and it's pretty amazing. Trick, and then anytime you're landing into the water, you will always come up. You know, if you're falling from a decent height, you're gonna bounce off the water and you can get a trick. And if you don't get that trick, it slows you down immensely. So you got to make sure you get that trick. It's extremely important. And it's, you know, it's a beginner strat, but if you're not aware of it, you're gonna be losing out on valuable time from your competitors because everyone will be doing that. It just, you know, gets you back to full speed immediately from when you hit the water. All right, I mean, this vehicle is very big. It almost looks like the Duke or whatever from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe from the back a little bit. Similar color as well, like a purplish color. Jesus, the tricking patterns are crazy. It's interesting, they did like, it looked like they did like a couple forward tricks and they did like a back trick or something. I don't know, they didn't flip in the same direction every time there. There we go, tricking out of the water again, and then here we go, 3, 2, 1, finish line. Faraway Oasis by Josh, another vehicle that I am completely unsure of what it is called. I don't even think I have this one unlocked. And then Bowser seems to be the meta on day one for the world records. I thought it was gonna be Toadette, but I think it's Bowser. I definitely need to learn the strats on this one. There we go, trick. I don't know the layout here either. Kind of a good thing we don't have like world records on the intermission straight line sections. Like those would not be very interesting. I don't even know if I'd want to react to the straight line world records because these are way better. It's kind of the same feeling I have about racing the tracks. Like I'd way rather race these tracks than the straight lines. The straight lines are like a fun gimmick for knockout mode because they're so easy to drive that if you're playing with new players, you're playing casually with friends who aren't really like that deep into Mario Kart, like Knockout Tour and all the intermissions, like that's just a great game mode. But like this is, you know, the meat and bones of Mario Kart, like the tracks. Like this is what we want to play here. All right, nothing too crazy here. I'm not gonna lie, this track rather simplistic. Cool how you can ride the rail there. I'm surprised they're not riding this rail on the left. That would have been a really tight line, but they are taking advantage of their water trick, landing from the water, not having to do a charge trick, essentially like a pseudo charge trick, and then bouncing onto the rail. Really cool strat. Just tricking everywhere, cutting this extremely tight. I'd be afraid to go that tight on this portion. I don't want to fall off there. And then Mushroom pretty early, so Mushroom runs out and they're able to get the full trick boost, not have to release the trick boost during the Mushroom. Very good. You don't really see any snaking at all in these world records. In fact, I would go as far to say it's not even neutral. It seems like snaking is slower, because I haven't seen snaking even done one time. And snaking is all over Mario Kart 8 Deluxe world records, as well as older games like Double Dash and DS. So pretty surprising so far. Instead, it's just like a trick spam game. Like tricking is the new snaking. How many trick stacks can you do? Bam. Dino Jungle. We got JX Frozen. He's on my friend roster. That's why his name is lit up blue as opposed to everyone else. And look at this, just flooring the competition. No, for real though, Frozen is one of the best Mario Kart Wii players of all time. He's been #1 in the world many times. Let's watch his Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Did I just say that? Mario Kart World Dino Jungle world record. The world record has already gone down 1.2 seconds from when I watched it last night. This was one of the few world records I watched. I was very curious. I love this track. It's like a top 3 Mario Kart track for me ever. Like in the whole franchise. It's just the best. All right, we're not going on top of the dinosaur, but we're going through the dinosaur's legs. Did not expect that. And then not riding the dinosaur here. Just gonna take a tight line, take the regular route. No rail riding, no wall riding. Instead gonna do the shortcut. Okay. Release main turbo. Trick past the eggs, double trick, and probably no U-turn skip. Yeah, I don't think the U-turn skip works, unfortunately, in this game. Makes me sad. Yeah, low tricks are still a thing. Purposely aimed for low trick. It seems like getting more air is bad. Okay, it seems like on this level you can just straight up disrespect the dinosaurs. Like look, he doesn't even care. He's like, I'll hit you, dinosaur. Like, you're not gonna do anything to me. He's hit multiple dinosaurs. He's actually using the dinosaurs to his advantage. It's very fascinating. Did not expect this. This world record, yeah, it's gone down quite a bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's sub 150 pretty soon. All right, this seems like a nice like free section in the middle there. Instead of it being like a difficult shortcut like in Mario Kart 7, like you're just driving straight and clicking trick button and hitting boost panels. And then this right here, yes, I saw this. This is really cool. Just skip the dinosaur, go on the railing. We did not see that on lap 1 or 2. And then, yeah, same route here. Okay, I don't think we're gonna see anything too different. What? That was so close. I wonder if there's like a pace lock issue with that dinosaur. I'm sure you could just go slightly to the side and be okay, but did not expect that. Let's go, Frozen. Congrats on your first world record, man. Great question block ruins. 210.242 Mach Bike Toadette. You know this world record is gonna be absolutely bonkers. You see Toadette in a world record, you know it's gonna be good, straight up. I'm really excited for this one. What are we gonna see? This is another one that I've seen quite a few videos of this track. I've only played 1 lap on it. What? What? Okay, they just ultra shortcutted the whole level. They're not even driving on the level. The track is a suggestion. Merely a suggestion. Alright, now there's some normalcy happening. What? Ah! Okay, that's the first shortcut I've seen where I've been like, that shouldn't be in the game. Like, that almost feels like it's not intended in any which way. Maybe it is though. Nintendo clearly had some different ideas with this game, which is nice to see. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what's happening on this level. That's crazy how they still stick to the rail right there. Wow, I really need to play this track. I wonder if this will be a good online combo, because I can't imagine playing this track with like Bowser in the blooper vehicle. What is this? What is this? What is that? Doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh. I don't even know anymore. Really cool, really cool. I can't wait to watch lap 3. This is a top 3 world record of the day, I would say. Maybe even the coolest one. If I wasn't, you know, so just just absolutely sleep deprived, I think I'd be even reacting crazier to what I'm seeing right now. This is day one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is day one. What would the tool-assisted speedruns look like for this game? It looked like an alien came down and, you know, hacked into the system and created a bunch of glitches. I mean, I'm already not even believing I'm looking at Mario Kart. It looks like I'm looking at a whole different franchise or some crazy mod someone made. Nope. Nintendo's idea. All of this. No comment. Salty Speedway. We got this jet ski vehicle again, or snowmobile, I guess. Japanese player 206. This track is so beautiful. I hope the world record looks cool. I'm a little worried because it's Bowser. And the Bowser world records are very slow, and the Toadette world records are really awesome. Okay, so we're not really going in the water. We're staying away from the water for the most part, staying on the road because there's a little bit of water there, but prefer to take a little bit outside lane to evade the water. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, we're doing something interesting. Nice, crate shortcut, little boardwalk action. Love to see it. Nothing too crazy. Oh, I like that. I like it. Like the pseudo charge trick water bounce. What are we calling it? Water bounce? I don't know. It's awesome. And then like he starts in the water and then he doesn't use the water on the second half. Maybe it starts to like gradually slow you down a little bit, or maybe it's too slippery. I don't know. Really like the music on this track. It's a track you'd want to like visit in real life. You'd want to go here on vacation. Like that's what's cool about this one. And I think it's a Birdo level. We see a Birdo statue. That's cool. Birdo finally getting some love, you know, after all these years. I mean, Dry Bones has a track too. Like, pretty cool. Trick, 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 trick. Name of the game. There's not going to be a single world record that doesn't have a trick in it. And, you know, in Mario Kart Wii, there actually were world records like Mario Circuit 3 or DK Jungle Parkway where there were no tricks. So, I think tricks are just here to stay in every world record till the end of time. And in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, there were no tricks on Baby Park, so there was still a level that didn't have tricks. Maybe even a couple more, I'm not sure. But that's not going to be the case in this game. No, no, no. Tricks forever, and there's got to be at least 100 per track. This is extremely interesting. We have a Japanese player who has defeated a Bowser player using Baby Rosalina by half a second. Look at this. You see the lightweights and the heavyweights duking it out at the top of the leaderboard here. All right, let's see what DK Pass has to offer. I watched this one yesterday as well. I forgot about it because I had a ghost. And this is already down to 1.2 seconds from last night, and it used to be Bowser yesterday. Now it's Baby Rosalina. Love to see it. I want, you know, some character diversity depending on like the different terrain, different style of track. Always makes things way more interesting instead of just seeing the same character for every single record. All right. Nothing too eye-opening so far, but maybe here, Mushroom? No, okay, maybe the ending will have a crazy strat with the rails. No, I'm not even taking advantage of it at all. Okay, okay, wait. Not really doing tricks. There's only a couple. How many tricks? We saw like 7,000 on the last few tracks, like question mark block ruins and salty speedway. I don't think I got the names of those tracks right. I keep forgetting the names of the tracks. Question block ruins, something like that. Hidden block ruins, I forget. I know this is DK Pass though. All right, so I mean they tricked there. 2 tricks. It's not many. It's like 3 tricks a lap or something. Or maybe 4. This is one here, and then 1 here, and that's pretty much it. It's like one of the more simplistic tracks. I'm kind of down for it though. I mean, it's really interesting. I was expecting to see some crazy wall riding strats, ridiculous shenanigans because we were on a lightweight, but like the lightweight defeats Bowser on a simplistic track with not much tricking. Pretty cool. Purple main turbo. Really tight angle there. You just have to watch the characters like the goggles, like watch Rosalina's goggles, and you can see like how the analog is moving. You can see the left, right, left, right, left, right. And there's a lot more of that in this game, and that's one of the big takeaways I'm having so far. It's just that soft drifting doesn't seem like it's really the same anymore. Also, that's a super cool strat, like purposely hitting the wall and like getting a little bit of a boost off of it past the shortcut. Seems like that's a common strategy as well. All right, we got this vehicle again, 219, almost got the sub, snowmobile vehicle, really cool, AST, and Waluigi. I think this is the second or third time we've seen Waluigi today. We're almost getting to the end here. This beats the staff ghost by over 13 seconds. Okay. Beautiful track, I must say. Like this observatory, Mario Galaxy-esque, is unbelievably gigantic. And then the road, it just reminds me of Ice Ice Outpost. I can't not think of Ice Ice Outpost with this track. It's Rosalina's Ice World meets Ice Ice Outpost. Rosalina's Ice 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 Outpost World. The true name of the track. Yo! What a strat! Oh, sick shortcut. Yeah, the charge tricking, huge fan. Huge fan. And they had some sort of boost that they had going for forever there. Did you guys see that? I don't know what's going on. We're gonna have to see that one again. I don't know what's going on here. Very interesting. I'm gonna try to keep a little more focused so I can figure out how they had that boost last for so long. Okay, so not using the rail here. Not doing anything crazy. Boost wore out, okay. And then they're hitting these like, you know, these stargates. And then mushrooming, charge tricking, landing on the rail, and now look at they have rocket boost going forever. Look at this. What is this? What is this rocket boost? How? I don't get it. It went forever. Let's see if I can figure it out. In the comments below, what is going on? Is it just like certain parts of the track we just go 200cc all of a sudden? Like on Bowser's Castle earlier, we saw like the lightning section, you just boosting forever. Insane. Yeah, see the boost is lasting a very long time and it's still going. Just look at the back of Waluigi's vehicle here. And that probably helps with the shortcut immensely. And it's still going. The boost is just going forever. And they're not even drifting here. Are they even holding A for this section? I don't know. Don't fully understand all the tech in this game, but that's okay. I mean, that's part of the fun, let's be honest. Next up, we have Sky High Sunday, Kaname 158985. We got the Rob bike again, as well as Birdo. Very cool. I think we might see some new strats here. I'd imagine they're gonna ride on the wall at the end, similar to what we saw on Bowser's Castle. That was one of the coolest things. Yo, okay, I love this strat. Oh, this is sick. This track was seriously like one of my least favorites in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I can see myself liking it a lot in this game. Oh, that's awesome. Really, really smart. Okay, Trick City. Going through the middle? No, going to the side. Okay, and then where are we going here? We're gonna land on the rail, and then not the next rail though. Couldn't quite make it to that rail, but yeah, we're gonna see this. Oh, that was nutty. They managed to cut a gap while being 90 degrees rotated, you know. They cut a gap while on the wall sideways by tricking, and then they tricked again. That was, I don't even know. I thought the 200cc cut was cool in 8 Deluxe, but that's way cooler. Because, you know, the anti-gravity, like in 8 Deluxe, it made it so you can do that crazy shortcut at the end, but it was very slow speed. Like, you just kind of were floating. Look at this, though. Look at that! Instead of going up higher and losing time, it's like, no, just gonna screw the rules here and click the trick button one more time and disregard the level once again. The track is a suggestion, and just keep on tricking. Welcome to Mario Kart World, ladies and gentlemen. It's a whole new era of Mario Kart. Also, some of the jolts of speed he's getting after releasing trick boosts, it's like he lunges forward on some of these. It's quite something else. I feel like I never know how much he's gonna lunge forward after he releases a trick off a railing or off a ramp. Craziness. Really cool. Now we have Wario's Shipyard, 224, 228. Bowser again. Bowser is the meta currently. Toadette's probably second place, but I love this vehicle. It is defeating the blooper vehicle and beats the staff goes by 18 seconds. This might be the most of any track so far. I think we just have Peach Beach and Rainbow Road left, maybe one more. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. Day 1 world records. I have spent almost more time watching this game than playing this game. I think I've spent like 3-4 hours playing this game and like 2 hours watching this game by the time we get to the end here. Crazy. Oh wow, okay. That's awesome. Didn't even realize that was in the level, that shortcut beginning. This part of the level is so different, I almost don't even recognize it. I'm like, what track are we on? Is this Wario Shipyard? Are we sure? Okay, and then once you see the anchor, you're like, okay, yeah, it's Wario Shipyard. And then obviously you recognize this part of the level, but there's no sidesteppers or crabs, whatever you want to call them. Yo, cool. See, that's what I was hoping to see on Toad's Factory. There was the opportunity for that strat, but it just ended up not being useful. Oh, that's sick. I always thought that railing at the end of Wario Shipyard should be utilized in some capacity. And this is cool. This reminds me of the Retro Rewind shortcut that I commissioned ZPL for. Very, very similar. Nintendo, you draw on a little bit of inspiration here. I love to see it. I mean, it's just a perfect spot for a shortcut. It made too much sense. There's also a little pipe strat on top on the left over there, but they're disregarding it. And it looked like they missed a trick right there. I've seen a couple mistakes. The most like notable was like Moo Meadows at the beginning. Or, yeah, we watched at the beginning, but it was the very end of the lap 3. There was a really noticeable Moo Meadows like off-road like moment where they just had like a couple wheels in the off-road for just a split second. Haven't really seen anything quite like that. We've seen a couple missed tricks. Nothing like egregious though, which makes sense because the competition is already so high. Like every Mario Kart game that comes out, like time trials get more and more competitive, to be honest, because you get more people from all the past Mario Kart games that are flooding into this new game and trying to get world records. And you know, it's so difficult to get a world record in Mario Kart, but one of the best chances you'll ever have is right when a game comes out. So that's when you get a ton of people playing. So in a way, it's like it's still extremely hard to get a world record, even day 1. Yeah, we're seeing the same strat here. It's already got the coins, but then the coins still show up anyway. And only ending with 11 coins. Like, you do not need to get 20 coins. Whoa! Finishes out of bounds. Haven't seen that yet. We see that in other Mario Kart games. We see it on, you know, SNES Bowser Castle 3 at the end in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You see it at DS Bowser's Castle, Mario Kart DS. You see these strategies. Really cool to see it here as well. Peach Beach. 143, 274. Look at this vehicle's dominating here. We have Tyler with another world record. We haven't seen too many people get multiple world records in this game. Very impressive. And then we have Rainbow Road as the last track, and I'm gonna imagine that that is gonna be like a 4-minute world record. Also, seeing a minute 43 for Peach Beach looks so weird. I'm so used to it being like one of the shortest tracks in the game. Okay. We're driving straight. And now we're turning. Peach Beach, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, jet skiing, Shy Guy, actually really hype. Nice collecting the coins. This is a really funny world record so far. It's very relaxing. You know, it's just like cruising around in the water with the Shy Guys, collecting some money in the ocean, driving straight. This looks really slow. Like in Mario Kart Wii, we have the wheelies. And the straightaway, even though you're just wheeling, it's still like you're trying to chain the wheelies, you're trying to time the chains, and then your KMH meter only goes down like 2 if you time it perfect, goes down 10 if you miss it. There's that whole mechanic. In this game, if going straight is really what it's all about. I did not know that shortcut. If going straight is really what it's all about, they gotta figure out a way, like the players playing this game gotta figure out a way to, you know, get something going on these straightaways, because that's how it was with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Day 1, and like the world records in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they never do that anymore. They snake it up instead. It's really cool. Okay, we're just gonna drive straight. This is so funny. I mean, what else is he supposed to do? I mean, nobody's found out a way to do it faster. So, if going straight is the way, going straight is the way. It's just weird to see it when it's not on boost panels. Like, I understand it on like Moonview Highway in 8 Deluxe. There's just a ton of boost panels. You're just chaining boost panels together. But it's just weird seeing this to be optimal. Very strange, but that is how Day 1 world records usually look, so it makes sense we'd still see some of it. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video, and now you'll be rewarded with Rainbow Road. We went through 29 tracks. Let me know your favorite world records so far, watching all of them. I think that Hidden... Great question block ruins. Wow, I didn't even get close earlier. I was calling it like Hidden Block Ruins or something. I think that one's my favorite. I think Shy Guy Bazaar really blew my mind. Whistle Stop Summit was very cool. There's a lot of them, honestly. There's a lot of records where I was just like, this is awesome. I can't wait to get better at this game and learn these new strategies. Even Airship Fortress, and then of course Bowser's Castle. Right off the bat, we had some awesome ones. Let's see who has the world record on the most iconic Mario Kart track of all time. Diogo, 405. I think this is a high-level Mario Kart 8 Deluxe player. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's see here. It's Bowser again, and then it's this really cool-looking, like orangish gold vehicle. I don't know the names of any of the vehicles, but it's just pretty fascinating to me to see a 4-minute time in general. Like four minutes in 2025. Like Nintendo didn't even want to make 2-minute tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I thought they kind of nailed the timing for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like for having tracks between like 1:15 and 2:15. They did a really good job of that. In Mario Kart World, it seems like every track fits that mold for the most part, and then for Rainbow Road, I think they just had too many ideas and they said, we want to make like the most memorable, recognizable, iconic track we can possibly muster up, and we have 7 years to do so. And also, they probably heard all the complaints people had about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Rainbow Road being too simple and not having enough imagination. People had a lot of negative things to say about that Rainbow Road, even though personally I enjoyed racing on it, even if it wasn't the most exciting Rainbow Road visually or from like a gimmick standpoint or creativity wise, you know. Alright, I mean, I'm assuming like this first section is going to be pretty simple. I think the last 2 sections are where you're going to really get the best moments. Oh, whoa. Why are we going so fast? That lasted forever. Very interesting. Okay, I'm watching like the blue. Whoa! Shortcut! Yo! Sick. Love it. Very reminiscent of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that one looks a little more risky than the 8 Deluxe cut, which we like to see. The 8 Deluxe cut was a little bit too easy. I mean, you could still fail it, but that one seemed like there was less room for error. And then one thing I want to figure out is like this these turbocharged blue boost rocket launchers that we're seeing on certain tracks. Cool strat. People are discovering all of this on day 1. Like, I'm watching this and like, you know, I get ideas for things, and then the ideas that these people have are so much better here. They're so much crazier. So many shortcuts I didn't think of. Unbelievable stuff. It's been such a pleasure to go through all these world records day 1. This completely exceeded expectations. I'm so glad I did this. And I cannot wait to do this again. I mean, you know, maybe it's next week, maybe it's next month. We'll definitely do it soon because it's just really, really exciting. Like, what tech is going to be discovered? What will these world records look like in a year? What will these world records look like in 10 years? Tool assist down the line, 15 years, 20 years from now. Who knows when it'll be, but whenever it is, it's going to look nutty. There's no way it won't. Oh, trick. Somehow unaffected by the off-road. Interesting. Did they use a mushroom there? I don't know. I missed it. On that corner, I totally missed it. Okay, they have the rocket launchers again. See? They have this rocket boost thing going. It's still going. They still have the rocket boost going. Now it's over. That's a very long time though. It's a very long time. It's still going. See, it's going right now. I wonder if it's like certain parts of the level it just activates. I don't know. Okay, now we're slowing down. Shortcut? Shortcut? Shortcut, come on. Shortcut. No, no shortcut. There's prime shortcut opportunity on this level. I'm waiting for it. It's not happening though. Maybe Lakitu grabs you. Okay. Is it something to do with like when you hit a boost pendulum and you release like a purple main turbo and then you get like some crazy boost stack? Is that what it is? Somebody help me. I cannot believe it. Alright, mushroom here, and that's it for the mushrooms. Actually in front of the train right now. Yeah, see, look at it's like they're PRBing or something from Mario Kart DS. This is absurd. They're chaining some boosts together and they're stacking boosts and they're keeping this rocket launch, this rocket turbo. That's a really cool tech. I don't know if that's intended or not, but it seems busted. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We watched every single day one world record together. 2 p.m. PST world records day one. Good time to do it. You know, technically the day wasn't over for Europe yet, which is great. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know your favorite world record, and let me know like what you guys think the world records will look like in the future. Like, how far is this game gonna go down? Because these world records are already incredible. How much better can they get? All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe. Peace.